Welcome back to Flippin' San Diego. Once again, my name's Kyle. My wife's behind the camera. Say hi, Courtney.
Hi.
Today we're going to be using Bondo's All Purpose Putty. This is a great thing to have around the house because it works with metal, wood, drywall, concrete, and masonry surfaces. It bonds to all of those. It's permanent, it's non-shrinking, it's paintable, and sandable, which is great for flipping an old 2D console that I found on the side of the road for free. Came with chicken wire as part of the thing, so we're gonna see how this thing turns out. The veneer was shredded in certain spots. You can see I already practiced a little bit with some of this Bondo because this is the first time I'm actually using this material to fill in these gaps. So the veneer completely broken through. I could either replace the whole thing, or since I'm gonna paint it all, I'm gonna use this Bondo. So Bondo has a two-part process. You have your cream hardener and of course the putty that you're gonna put. It's going to be most of your volume in there. This stuff is very potent for the fumes, so you should definitely have good ventilation. Right now, I don't, but we should. So you just take a little bit of your putty. It's kind of a 3-to-1 little ratio here. There's instructions on the back, just follow those. So you take a little bit of that. Now this is a very quick working time. You got about 2 to 3 minutes, so I like to do little bits, especially since I'm not using a bunch. To fill in this veneer. Mix this thoroughly until it's kind of a nice bluish gray. Now I'm doing it right on top of the surface here because I'm gonna sand it all and paint it anyway, so no need getting anything else dirty. As soon as you got a nice putty-like consistency, take it, fill in your little gaps, and remember, this is sandable, so you wanna make sure everything is full. Whatever you're trying to fill up, fill it up nice and tight. Let's see, we got some other cracks here, some minor scratches. All the big ones I did yesterday, but I'm gonna go back through, give them another coat. Because why not, right? We want this to be smooth as a baby's bottom after this. I'll get all the material in there. I'm gonna come back with my wider putty knife and kind of clean it up just a little bit. I think that's pretty much all the really big ones. So again, you don't have a lot of working time. This is a chemical reaction, so you'll feel a lot of heat coming off the Bondo. That's okay, but if you get it in big chunks, it's actually easier to manipulate it if you keep it nice and spread out. So if you don't want it to harden as fast, spread out your Bondo across your surface. Come back, grab some, and work it little bits at a time. But again, prep your surface, have everything ready to go so that you know exactly where you want it, because again, you run out of time and you end up with stuff like that. You can see where I made a mistake. Had it really thick, and that stuff got real hot real fast, started hardening almost immediately. So
Can I just say real quick, I love your garage shoes.
don't forget your PPE, right? I should probably have a respirator, and this should definitely be ventilated, but since it's such a small amount, we're going nice and quick. I'm gonna open it up after, and come back through. You can see it's filling in nicely. I'm gonna let that harden while I work on the doors. So come back, we'll sand this with 80 grit, get it nice and smooth, and then we'll go back and do a finish grit closer to 180, maybe 200, 220. And then of course we'll prime it, paint it, and we'll flip it for some profit. Stay tuned.